Hey, it's Sean myself from Major Leads, and in this video, I want to show you if you own an e-commerce store. These are for all my e-com buddies here. How to get this. This number right here. This is what you're looking at. This is my own Google Ads account for my arcade business, and we spent $114,000 with an 8.16 return on ad spend. And the question is, how do you get that? And so I run about $120,000 a month of ad spend for companies that I work with. And there's one unifying principle that I've seen between whether it's a company that does B2B lead gen where they get on the phone and close, deals, or they do e-commerce sales. The biggest thing that I've seen is that we are way too focused on front end sales. What I want to walk you through is when I first me and my wife first started selling our arcade gaming consoles. We were reselling them, we were buying them from a dealer, and then we were reselling them. I guess if you want to call it drop shipping, it could be drop shipping. And we did fine. Our return on ad spend was basically about 5 to 6, really great on cold traffic. We were using a mixture of performance max ads, branded search, YouTube, a little bit of Facebook. Um, but we really did not start hitting our stride until we shifted the paradigm from going, okay, we're going to do the best we can to get our front end customers as profitably as possible. But where we're really going to strive is to make sure that our customers get the best experience we can in terms of what they bought, meaning it works properly, they know how to use it, they know how to troubleshoot if there's something weird that happens, because it's electronics, so weird stuff will happen, and that they get their questions responded to in a timely manner, their products get shipped out in a timely manner. It's usually within a business day, sometimes the same day depending on when they ordered them. But what we did is we shifted the paradigm, and my wife really led the charge on this, is to start selling other things. Now, in a previous video, I showed the exact process we used to find those products. Okay, with our gaming consoles, we had to do a lot of testing, but we found that we could you could use wireless controllers, so we started selling those. What started happening is once we started selling those controllers, our ROAS went from about 5 to 6 to about 7.5. What started pushing it over the top is when we started pushing higher ticket items. So we started selling what we call our power console that sells for about $1,200. Okay, and people could start upgrading from their Pandora gaming console to our higher ticket handmade. These are ones we produce. And so this is a mission of mercy. If you're an e-com store owner and you're watching this, I see this mistake being made where there's only an emphasis on just getting new customers. And I think you're doing your loyal customers a massive disservice if you're not actually thinking about them and trying to service them. So what do you do? If you want to change this paradigm, what do you do? I want you to think about this. You can have your cake and eat it too. Because we can get this kind of return on ad spend, because we have such a robust back end suite of sales, and we take good care of our customers. I could spend thousands of dollars a day affordably, and I can even take the bite of acquiring those customers being more expensive. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to go in to your CRM, whether, I don't care if it's just your list, if it's Shopify, it doesn't matter. I want you to go look at all the customers you have and think about this for a minute. Ask the question, how could I better serve them? And better serving them is not just customer service, there's other things they want to buy. These folks want to give you their money. They want some certainty. They want to make sure what they give you their money for is going to make them happy. And of course, that's what you always want to strive for. But they do want to give you their money. What I do when I look at my list is I sit there and I just go through line by line, and I just look at what they bought. And I look at it and I'm like, how could I make their experience better? In our case with our arcade games, It's they may want to play a Sega Genesis game and use a Sega Genesis style controller, or a Xbox type game and play with an Xbox type controller. They might want better joysticks. They may want to light up buttons. It doesn't. There's ways to find that out. Again, I did this in a previous video, but I want you to stop thinking all about new customers. Yes, we constantly have to get new customers. I'm not going to even debate that. But what I do want to strongly emphasize is the fact that if that is all you are focusing on, you're not going to make money. Okay? You have to have a higher ticket back end or higher ticket front end, if you will, product to spell, especially if you're doing e-commerce. So I want to end this video by just sharing a conversation that happens pretty much every Thursday. And every Thursday there's a conversation, there's a conference call we get on with a e-commerce company we work with. I'm not going to say what they do, confidentiality, obviously want to protect their interests. But this is how it goes. We're breaking records for them every single week with front end purchase. They started off, they were getting like 25 to 30 a week. Now they're pushing 90. Okay, without actually increasing their ad spend. They have not spent any more money. It's just optimizations on the landing page, on their cards, all kinds of stuff. Okay, but every week this is what they say: we're just not making enough. We're not making enough margin. We have to figure this out. And every week, what we do with the company, the agency I work with, is I'll get on there and I'll say, well, the problem is, guys, you don't have anything else to sell, and we can show you how to do it. It wouldn't even cost you any money to find out what that looks like. What other options you can sell. And another week goes by where they do nothing, and another week goes by, and another week goes by, and another week goes by, and that whole time they could be adding, a few $100s extra a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you start multiplying that over weeks, months, and then years, you're talking about millions of dollars, which would allow them to get more customers, and it just exponentially goes from there. So what I want you to do, if you're watching this now and you're not sure what to do, I want you to drop a comment and ask how you could get started in your particular situation. And I'll no charge to you. Usually I would charge hundreds, if not thousands of dollars an hour, depending on what the complexity of the discussion is, to help you with this. But just ask, and I would love to answer the question. It helps. Hey, it helps my algorithm out with LinkedIn, YouTube, and all that. But drop the question. I will help you, and I will show you how you can start putting up numbers like this. Because I'm telling you, when you start doing that, life gets a lot easier. Go ahead and drop that question. Thanks for checking out these posts. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.